Hello, everyone. This is Duran's Healing, and welcome to tonight's Healing Circle. For those of you who are new here, welcome to my channel, where I provide weekly energetic updates for the collective. And as I began to blaze this fire tonight, gather around and contribute your very powerful energy. Whether it be a like, a share, subscribe, or a comment below to let me know how these messages are showing up in your world. And with that being said, let's jump right into the stones to see what's going on out here in the cosmos. And the message that's speaking the loudest is coming from your spirit guides, your ancestor team, or your higher team. And they're saying that things are opening up for you in a major way. And being that this stone is in between two elements, the earth and the mineral, there's something here about you grounding, something in the reality, but also expressing it out into the open. You are taking an action plan, being more intentional, surrounding your dreams, surrounding your visions. But being that your doll here in the mineral, in the communal part of you, is face down in the coins, I can see that some of you may be focused on the money, on your profit. But this is particularly specific to how you're manifesting. What I'm downloading here is that some of you may be working a 9-to-5, working as a means to support yourself, paying your bills, securing a foundation for yourself. It's like now that you have done that or are doing that, you're focused in on how to bring your dreams forth, how to ground your dreams into reality. But because being that this little stone is belly down, your cowrie shell is belly down, next to the stone that symbolizes your dreams, your vision, your intuition, is letting me know that you're starting to pick up on a window of opportunity here, and you're trying to seize the moment. You don't want to let it slip through your fingertips. And you may be using your funds, your money to try to advance yourself or take on these opportunities or little missions that brings you closer or draw your dreams closer down to reality. Because the truth of the matter here is that these are not just dreams. These are quite literally visions that are giving you signs and depictions of what's to come in the future. But your intuition is picking up on the opportunities, which is sinking you back into the visions that you have. And you're making the connections. As the dimensional changes happen in your world, these energetic shifts come full circle for you. And you're seeing things happen and open up. And you're starting to calculate. You're starting to remember the visions that you saw. If you had dreams about building a restaurant or owning your own business or being a part of some band or a group, I don't know exactly what is coming up in your visions. But what I can sense here in the energetic thread is that in your current reality, you're starting to see properties become available for you to rent. You're starting to meet groups of people that play instruments. There's something here about the entry point of the dreams that you have start to show up in your current reality. And you're seeing these as clear signs that these are the first steps, the initial phases of your dream, the larger dream that you have, the larger vision that you have start to take shape. And you don't want to miss out on this opportunity for you to pull it in. That's why your head is focused on the money, on the profit. You may be doing the work over here at your job, but taking pieces of your money and funneling it in on these secondary ventures, on these secondary missions to support your dreams, to support your visions in these small steps. That's what I'm seeing here. And the reason why you're so committed and your head is so focused in on bringing forth or putting the energy towards these windows of opportunity is because you truly believe in the visions that you see. You truly believe that it will happen for you, and you have always believed in them. You may not have conveyed this to others, and some of you have. People may not have bought into it. They may have pushed it and shrugged it off as just something you're doing, something you're just speaking about. But now that the stones are revealing that it is now starting to take shape, and you're packing up your bags, you're packing up yourself energetically to secure this vision that you have, because it's finally here. You can finally see it. No longer being off in the intangible, no longer only seeing it when you close your eyes and lay your head down on your pillow at night. It was very powerful for you because you felt the energy. You were so interested and invested in it. And it's because your platform of power is in the fire. You see, your dreams and your visions weren't just coming to you by way of happenstance. It is because of your spiritual nature and your connectivity to the spirit world and the relationship that you have with it. And because it has been so cultivated, it's like this powerful relationship. It's like they're investing in you the same way you have invested in it. The same inquiry you had, the same curiosity to learn and to understand, and to develop your understanding of the spirit world. It's like they have done or are doing the same thing towards you. They have been studying you, your energies, and what you need in your world, and are sending you messages, visions, opportunities to honor and respect you in the same way you have honored and respected the realm of the spirit. This is a return on your investment. And they're actually putting forth steps. Energetic frequencies are being pushed out for you, and you're seeing this. Take it as your reward. Take it as your check or your security for doing the work. It may not necessarily start off as a financial blessing, but you will start to see your visions get a little bit closer in real time. This is the initial beginning signs of your powerful connections that you have with the other world. It's like this wisdom of your heightened intuition, of your heightened knowledge didn't fall flat. It didn't produce a negative result. It did not go belly up. Though you have waited a long time for this manifestation to occur, now it is here, and things will start to open up for you very sooner, very swiftly is what I'm seeing here. Very interesting message that I'm downloading. And jumping back to the initial stones or the initial message surrounding things being opened up for you and the stone centering itself between the mineral and the earth. It's like there is a parallel energy that you are connected to and that you can feel radiating over the energies around you. And being that this energetic current is in the mineral part of you, the communal part of your nature, surrounding the stories, surrounding conveying yourself with people. The bottom level or the parallel message that the higher energy are saying to me is that the wave that you're feeling is a little bit different than the current energetic thread that you're on. And they're saying that the time is different. Our timeline is different. We're a little bit loopy. We're a little bit on a different time zone. So when you start to feel these opportunities open up, it may not be conducive to your scheduling. You may have to be a little bit flexible in order to incorporate this other side of you to manifest your dreams, to manifest your visions. But they're saying, don't worry, your heart is devoted. Your heart is aligned with this energetic thread. You have to lean on that. You have to get out of your mind, because what I'm seeing in the thread that you're on, you're a lot more mentally driven. You have to use your brain. You have to think consciously about your next steps and how to move and fulfilling a certain schedule so your energy can hit all of its markers. And they're saying that's not the energetic frequency that they're pulling you on. It's a little bit more flexible. But if you lean on your heart, it will tap you into this thread, because you won't be so in your head about things. You will feel things in your heart and make a decision whether it aligns with your schedule or not. You will find a way to make time. And when you lean on this thread, it will sink you into your sophistication, your genius. And this is more closely associated with your alignment with the water, going with the flow of a higher current that's trying to merge you deeper into an otherworldly energy that is present here on this planet, but it is surrounded by the people. It is surrounded within people. And through connectivity, it's this energetic connectivity that your heart will pull you into. A sophisticated thread of consciousness that will wash over you, that will allow you to go more with the flow. But I'm very interested in seeing about this level of sophistication, because once you tap into your heart and follow that guidance and what your heart feels, there is a little bit of a gap, an energetic space. I don't know if this is about timing. I don't know if this is about like relationship building. It takes time to build rapport, to connect with certain types of people in order for it to activate your sophistication that will align you with the flow. But the connectivity in this space starts with your sophistication. If you understand what this is, you will know how to make the proper connections. What is this sophistication that is in the communal part of the collective about? What is this sophistication about? And in terms of your sophistication, the cards that came out were spiritual downloads, water, subspace window, inner core, 999, and break. And what I'm downloading here is that your intuition is very strong. This may make you a very sensitive person. Some of you may wear your heart on your sleeve. But the truth of the matter here is that you are so in sync with the spiritual world that your frequency sends you downloads no matter who or what you're in contact with. And I can see there is a fluidity here. It flows to you without you having to do anything. This is the type of relationship that I'm sensing here. But not only that, it takes you a little bit further. It allows you to go down into a subspace window of the energetic consciousness of the thread of the world that you're in. And your inner core does this navigation for you. It's like your inner core is tapped into the deepest frequency of this planet. At its core and at your core. And once it get to this energetic vibration, the downloads happen. It sinks into you. You will get dreams. You will get downloads. You will receive messages however they decide to come to you. Very fluidly. 999 came out confirming that the mineral part of you. There is something about your relationship with the spirit world, but also your connectivity with people that breaks you free from succumbing to low level energies that tend to malfunction or interfere. What I'm sensing in my download that I'm seeing here is like static connection. For you, toxicity, low level energy is like static connection. Like the antenna isn't leveled at a certain way. All I'm seeing is a disruption, a distortion, a break up in the message of the TV program when it comes to certain vibrations. And you must understand, as you're interacting and navigating yourself out with people, that is what this break or this space is between your sophistication. Being around certain energetic frequencies, not only people, environments, darkness. Your energy is so sensitive, it can pick up on it, but it creates some static effect. Like your Wi-Fi is going out. Like you're unable to access service. Interrupting the flow of information to your spirit, into your energetic body. And because they're coming to you in many ways, I'm seeing like it can come to you through dreams, through someone telling you something. It can come through you on social media, a different reel, a different post. But there's something in your energy when it comes to a certain vibration. There is a disruption that creates this lack of connection to your sophistication, to your flow of energetic downloads to you. And you have to be mindful of that. But your sophistication has more to do with your access to information on a subspace level. Very powerful. And once your energy is clear, because you can feel it, you can feel that heaviness, you can feel when something is off. And it's best that you get out of there. You can do it in an amicable way. You need to go feed your dog. You need to go tend to some things, Just get your energy out of it so the connectivity can start flowing again. So you can start getting your downloads and accessing information about the energies that you're around, about the environment that you're around. That will give you advanced information so that you can move better. So you can make much more conscious decisions about integrating spiritual knowledge and what to share with people. Because these messages are meant for the community, because it is in the communal part of you. There's something about you having to relay the message. And it's very hard for you to relay the message if you cannot see the picture. Period. But you will stay in the flow. Now that you're aware, or now that you have gotten this message, you will be much more conscious about keeping your energetic vibration, your energetic frequency of a high level, which may require you to take a break from people, may take a break from certain energies, so that you can recalibrate yourself, so you can stay in this element of constantly receiving information that will connect you to people who are just as of the worldly as you are. The continuity of information is not just words and downloads. It's about the flow of energies, meaning that you are flowing from one place to the next. So when you get the informational download through this clear channel, it will sink into you. Hey, I need to contact this person. And this person will have you travel to them. That's what I mean by the continuity on an inner core, on a frequential level. It will move you like the tectonic plates when the time calls for it to align itself with you in the otherworldly energy, because that energy is constantly moving, just like the messages in the cosmos. Constantly moving. Wow, very powerful message. You guys know how to get me going. And just to continue on this message, surrounding this parallel line. This is the energetic thread of consciousness that's running parallel to you, that the higher energy wanted to convey that you're on. But you're above in a more mental headspace, a more mundane level. Focus in on your plans. Focus in on curating or bringing forth your dreams to reality. Right? That's the wave that you're on, and that's where you're meant to be. But the energy of the thread that you're on is speaking more to your authenticity. It is parallel by way of the very same loopiness that they're speaking about. In your timeline is more about your authenticity. You see, when you're true to yourself, there is a loop that happens, breaking up this robotic or this mainstream thread of energy that is synonymous with the current paradigm. People being of the same way, people wearing the same thing, doing the same thing over and over again. But your authenticity creates a certain glitch in the matrix, a certain loop that protects you, but also opens up a different subspace window, a window of opportunity for you, because on this parallel is connected to your heart. You see, in the timeline that you're on, it takes heart to have a heart, to be compassionate, to be loving, and to have a care for humanity. It sinks you into a group or a subspace window which is more aligned with people who are on a disadvantaged scale. I'm seeing you work around people who may be homeless. It may bring you closer to people who need help, who are in a disadvantaged state, is what I'm seeing here. You may find yourself working voluntarily at a support group, being a peer support specialist in your timeline on this energetic wave that you're on, serving a community that is disadvantaged. I don't know exactly how this shows up into your world, but the energy still resonates the same. And it connects you to the other world because your heart is so compassionate, and these people are very vulnerable. And they have a loving part in them that just sees the world in a different color, in a different light. And your energy will connect with them, making you so much more open to the idea that the world is much more complex than people think. There's so many energetic frequencies, so many people that are going through things one way or the other. And you may not be in the best of situations, but there's something in your heart. There's something in your consciousness, in your spirit that says, I can be more of service. I can do more for my community. And when you do, you connect with this otherworldly energy that propels you to be this monumental element. You know, there is something in you that makes people melt. You are a reminder that it is more to people than what they look like, than what they have, than what they carry. It's not just morality. It's your understanding and love for humanity that connects you or keep you fueled on this level and aligning you with the deeper flow of the current consciousness. This is about that inner core frequency because it's aligning on that parallel universe, flowing you right into the other world, the underworld. It's not as dark and as challenging as people say. You're seeing that it's about loving humanity and giving back to the planet that has given you the oxygen for you to breathe, period. Wow, very interesting message. And if you stayed with me thus far, please be sure to like, to share, subscribe, or comment below. to let me know how these messages are showing up in your world. And with that being said, I'm going to shift the energies to see what other messages the higher energy has in store for us tonight. And I will jump back into the stones to your second ancestor stones, your spirit guide, or your higher team. And their suggestion to me in the midst of things opening up for you, there is something else going on in the undercurrent. And it's cleaning your energy, purifying you relationally. You may be connecting with people who are very similar to you at your core level, at your innermost self. They may not be exactly what you're about or what you're on, but the remnants is there. It's like you've landed in the proper space. And the intimate relationship ring is on top of your creativity ring, and the snake vertebrae is inside, sitting on both of these stones. And this suggests to me that now that you've made it with the right kinds of people, this is going to trigger something in you that radically uncovers or unveils your creativity in a whole new way. Though it may have been dormant, though it may have been activated, at least on a entry level, they're saying that now that the energies that you're connected with or connecting with is elevating, it is going to elevate your creativity in a new way. I don't know if you're talking to these people about your plan, about your dreams, or asking them what they have in relationship to connecting you closer to the window of opportunity. But the stars or the stones are saying, yes, will happen. The answer is yes. The first two people may say no. In realms of, do you know anyone who bakes? You know anyone who wants to participate in baking? Because I have an idea of opening up this restaurant. Do you know anybody who plays the drums? Because I found a person who plays the guitar and I'm trying to put together a band, right? That's what I'm seeing here. I don't know exactly what your dream is, but your creativity has this deeper connection in the alignment of the energetic frequency of the elements that suggests that the purification that's going on will connect you to people that will spawn a new level that advance your dreams. It's one thing to have a vision, but you need creativity in order to blossom it, to expand it to that next level. And that's what's happening here. That's what's being purified. That's what's being cleansed. And it's happening due to the connections that you're making in conversation. And the first person may say, no, I don't know anybody that bakes or that plays a guitar or plays an instrument. But as you stay away from toxic or dark or low level energies that interfere with the connectivity you have with the people, it will hit you. Oh, I haven't seen this person and I just saw them at the store. And you introduce and say, hey, I haven't seen you in a while. Hey, reach out to me. That is that flow of energy that happens, very spontaneous. And when you reach out to them and you ask, do you know anybody that bakes or wants a job in baking? Or do you know anybody that plays an instrument? And they say, oh, yes, I know two people that bakes. Oh, I know this guy. He just started out having a group playing a band. That is the imagery or the energy that I'm seeing here for you. That's happening and changing in the cosmos very fluidly. But I'm more interested to see what your creativity is. You have the dream and your creativity is radically changing. And I can have these ideas or just perspectives and thought, but I want to get down to the specifics of what your creativity is about in connection with your dreams. What is the creativity about for the collective? what is the creativity about for the collective? And in terms of your creativity, the cards that came out were deep thinking, free will, trust the destination, gateway, dreaming, and ancestral calling. And what I'm downloading here is that there is something very profound in the way you perceive not only the world around you, but the messages that you get when you wake up in the heat of the night. The messages that you get when you walk away from a person that you had a very deep conversation with. It's like you can extract the wisdom out of every situation or circumstance that you encounter. But you have this very unique element to you that allows free will to occur, meaning that you don't harbor or bring forth this type of heaviness or overthinking that strips you away from the purity of the energetic message that you get from being in contact or in relationship with the world around you. It's like you allow things to be. You get what you need and you go. You don't harbor on trying to make people live a certain way. You don't harbor trying to force things into practice. That's not your thing. You get what you need and allow energies to move through you. You allow people to be as they desire. There is this free will that you understand about the cosmos. It's like you have a higher perspective. Like you know you're on this rock floating through the universe. And you're not trying to waste your time fixating on making people be who you want. Making people do what you feel like they need to do to be in your world or to honor how they feel about themselves. No, it's like you can listen, you can hear, extract the wisdom and move on with your life. You know how to detach. And people may think you're a little bit of a nomad in this way. You're not held down by what people's current energetic thought is about you. You're not even weighed down by the current energetic thought of society. You don't have an American dream. You have a very ancestral dream and you honor that. That is like your guiding point of your life. And people may look at that as very different. Like you're not following the suit of what the current thread is living on. And truly, it's because you're not. You trust that you know that you're here for a very specific purpose. And you don't care whether people believe in your dream or not. You know that there is a higher energy that is pouring into you to ensure that your dreams, that your visions materialize and you're seeing it. That's your verification. That's the confirmation of the way you walk in life. It's not by who's around you. It's not by who boosts you up and tell you that your dream is true. You don't care. You know your dream is true when the world or when the opportunities unfold for you by way of the Spirit. You honor a higher calling. And this frame of energy, this frame of movement that you're on allows you to open up another gateway. It's because you do not care about others people's perspective. It's like you don't put a high stake on it. You can listen, you can hear, but you don't put your value, your life's work, your life's purpose, your life's mission on people. Your life's work, your life's mission is connected to a higher vision, a higher calling, which allows you to move through life very fluid, very light, almost like a feather. And you honors people's free will to move in the same way. If people don't want to be in your world, you say, okay, blessings to you on your journey. And that rattles them. They want to engage on this human, toxic back and forth thing. And that's just not who you are. And that's not what you're about. And the reason why this is connected to your creativity is because the way you allow your free will be the main focal point of your drive in life, you're able to create from the bottomless pit. It's like it is endless because you know the continuity of spirit doesn't end. You can pull from this creative pot. And it's like you're going to a buffet and it's all you can eat. And you're very smartly, very brilliantly. Oh, I have to commend you. I have to commend you. You have learned to use this creative pot to materialize the visions that you're getting from the other world. Because you know that the paradigm that you live in is so rigid and very conditioning when it comes to time, when it comes to age. Oh, by a certain age, you need to do this, this American dream or whatever dream that you're supposed to be on. When it comes to the status quo, people buy into that. People succumb to that energetic framework, compromising a great deal of their spiritual nature, compromising their dreams to fit in. But for you, you're much more intuitive than that. But instead, you're using this creativity in your pocket, a free will to eat at this buffet, all you can eat. And you're allowing it to be like this creative space for you to tap into different energetic frequencies to pull in your manifestations. And what I mean by this is like you're tapping into the right kinds of people and you're having these conversations, just like going to a buffet. You're having these conversations and you want to eat fries. If you want to eat pasta, if you want to eat pizza, you can eat whatever you want to eat because the buffet is open for you. And that's the way you see the world. That's what your creativity is. The world is your oyster. But you're using this buffet to actively bring forth your vision. You're using the right kinds of people. You're going to the right kinds of classes. You're engaging in the right energetic frequency to ensure your dreams become reality, period. That's what your creativity is about. Very large message. I am indeed impressed. Very powerful message. Thank you all for being here with me tonight and joining me in tonight's healing circle. And if you stayed to the end, please be sure to like, to share, subscribe, or comment below to let me know how these messages are showing up in your world. And with that being said, I'm going to take this time to close out tonight's healing circle, and I will see you all at the next.